straight with no chaser. I'ma give it to you straight with no chaser. Straight with no chaser. I'ma give it to you straight with no chaser. You can come and tell your story, you can get it off your chest. Positive love and vibe with celebrity guests. From the big to the small, we can laugh and joke, or get straight to the point and blow it out like smoke. It don't matter to me, it's all love in here. Celebrating success and making people aware that it ain't where you're from, it's where you're at. And if you up in here with me, then you right and exact. Cause it's straight with no chaser. I'ma give it to you straight with no chaser. Straight with no chaser. I'ma give it to you straight with no chaser. Hey, what's going on? It's ManDeleon, the Al Capone of the microphone, and welcome to ManDeleon, straight with no chaser. Tonight, our special guest, she's a model, she's an actress, she's an author, and she's also a beautiful songstress. Who am I talking about? The lovely Miss Lovely Scent. How you doing, Lovely?
I am lovely. How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
So, for my people who, I know I told them that you do all those things, but for
hmm
my people who don't know, tell them a little bit about yourself and where you from and
Okay. Well, like I always say, my name is Lovely Sant, and I am Haiti made me and Palm Beach County raised me out in Florida. I was started off as a model a couple of years back. Walked in the New York Fashion Week. I've done worked with John Blasingame. Actually, was winner in one of the competitions. Because sometimes we compete with the big, thick, curvy women and the smaller groups. So sometimes they, categorize that. Um, then I kind of transitioned into being an artist because I also sing and rap. So it's best of both worlds. Yes, so I do both.
okay.
You'll definitely will be hearing some of my songs come out this year. The first song you're going to be hearing is coming out on Valentine's with my video shoot. So stay tuned for that for sure.
Okay, definitely.
I am also an author. Yes. So my first book is about my story life and about growing up, being, a light skinned, thick Haitian woman, growing up in more of the, I would say the white world, no offense. Uh,
hmm
so I'll get a little bit more in depth into that story. For when you guys purchase the book, you'll get a little bit more. So I won't spoil it, but
Okay, because I was about to ask for just like a little bit more. I was like,
boy,
okay, I know you kind of telling me. I was like, I need a little bit more now. You got to give me a little bit, to, like, because look, look, if I'm saying it, I know somebody else thinking it too. Like, okay, and what else? It's like if you tell me about Scarface and you be like, yeah, man, these dudes some Haitian immigrants. I mean, some Cuban immigrants, and then they went to Miami. You be like, that's it. You need to tell me a little more, man. I need to know where I want to go watch this movie. I'm just saying. I mean, obviously, you don't want to spoil it. I mean, obviously, you want people to. But I mean, I'm just saying, is it something like intrigue? Like, is it a moment or something in the book that I'd be like, oh, like you gotta give me a tease.
Yes, because as a lot of people know, life's not about roses, and you go through struggles, life struggles, and you'll see the things that I've overcome that a lot of people are like, "There's no way you did that. Ain't no way you came from that." No, you just look like a calm, pretty, nice woman, and but everybody have a past, and just a lot of things has happened during that time frame, and even losing my mother a couple of years ago, so the world, fortunately just kind of moves forward. So you don't get to pause and you don't get to fully grieve, you just kind of keep going with it, So, yeah, so I tap into, some of the dark side, good side and bad, including the industry as well, you know,
Okay.
because I still had to, fly here and there while I was taking care of my mother. So, a lot of times I didn't get a chance to kind of pause, and dealing with everything else in the industry as you're trying to make, push forward and still kind of being, stuck in your situation. So, I touch base on a lot of different things that a lot of young women probably go through that a lot of people don't speak about. But I'm definitely want to tell my story in my books and in any platform that I can, and that way other people will have, more courage. So.
Okay, and see that's what I'm talking about. So it's something about going through something, the struggle, and how you overcame, and and had to not only persevere, but sometime when you going through things and life is still continues, you still have to you know still deal with things. Like you still have to, like you still got to go to work every day. Um, per se, right? So, and even though you had to was taking care of your mother, I mean, so it's those type of things that people that like now I want to now I'm interested.
Hello.
You get me? So,
Hello.
so when you kept saying the industry, so what exactly, the industry, like what exactly, have you done in the industry, like for those who don't know, like because some people say the industry, I mean obviously, like you say, you're an artist and but when you say the industry, like what things have you done in the industry, or uh are there things
Mm-hmm.
that that people might remember you from or notice you from?
Yes, definitely. I know a lot of people. After I did my fashion show and I won that competition, a lot of people started to notice me when I did certain interviews. And they were like, "Oh yeah, you were the one with that sparkly dress." So it was a particular dress that I wore, and that's actually on my website. It was not actually a dress, but a lot of people noticed that. A lot of people thought it was a dress because of the skirt. So I was
Mhm.
a lot of people would approach me. Oh, I remember you with that long dress. That was nice. That was nice. I'm like, thank you, but it wasn't a dress. I constantly said that over and over.
Right.
They're like, oh, I want you in a magazine or curvy girls winning. So a lot of people approach me because I was one of the curvy women that was there. Because when you go do modeling, you're automatically thinking tall, skinny, petite or whatever, size 0 to 3, and here I am with all kind of thighs and arms, just walking down the stage, and they're like, wait a minute, who is this? And she's short. I'm only 5'1". My pictures, I may look tall,
Right.
but
That's not the motto. That's what is the motto? Like I don't know the exact model. I'm a short brother myself, but what is the model height? What is
you
like
only have
the
to
like the
five.
typical, like typical?
If you're not 5'6", they
Mhm.
won't even look at you
Five, so
at all.
like 5'6", and if you like 6 foot, they be like, ooh,
Yeah,
they be like,
exactly.
ooh,
That's
6 foot.
like, all right. And then on top, you have to wear heels, so you're like past 6 foot.
Right.
I'm
Exactly.
like, what
Exactly.
typical woman now is like, no. So I
Okay.
said, let me bring in my little modern day, everyday life girl.
Mhm.
A lot of us are short and petite or whatever, and curvy. Especially a lot of black, African American women. Like we got the curves. A lot of us are
Right.
not. So it was a little different. I'm glad that society changed a little bit for them to be able
Mhm.
to accept women like myself. So it's a little bit rewarding there. I did do some videos with Safari. I was on his birthday video shoot. So we went out. Well, I went out in Miami, and I was one of the curvy girls that was there as well. And Safari was like, "Yeah, yeah, put her in the front. Put her in the front." I'm like, "Oh Lord," So
How long ago was that?
his birthday was September.
Like
Oh
recently?
God,
You mean
yeah,
recently?
only a few months ago. Yes, it was
Oh,
his
you mean
last.
like just recently? So if it's like so if it's a video like his birthday, like that just passed, like recently, like oh that's lovely.
Yes.
Oh, there she go, right? Oh, that's lovely right there. Yeah.
A lot of people
Okay.
notice my tattoo on my thigh. So it's like a lion in the jungle. So a lot of people that knows and recognize the tattoo, they're like, "Oh, that was you there. Yep, that's your tattoo." So they kind of noticed me there. I also did with the Will Tracks. It was actually a birthday song too, but his was "Shine a Light on It." Shine a light on him. It was a
Okay.
he did.
Okay.
girl they were shining the light on. So that's also on YouTube as well. But overall, a lot of other videos that people do. I'm usually like the main girl, or they'll throw in there and just either dance or whatever it is that they need me to do. It's nothing really prerogative. That's out of the ordinary. I'm still feel comfortable, but like they say, it's a lot of it's like a male dominant industry. So when you say model, it's like you open it up to a variety of different things. So when they book me, I don't really ever know what they're doing until I get there. Well, I know now with the management team, but back then I was kind of like, oh, okay, I got booked, I'm doing it. When I got there, I was kind of like, wait a minute, okay, so this is I feel like I'm in the strip club. Like, what is this? So, it did take me out of my norm, you know. Got paid a couple bucks for it, and, just doing whatever it is for the exposure, but not
Mhm.
ever out of the ordinary. I always still kind of stay true to myself because, I'm not losing that for anybody. So
So what you saying? Because you're a mother, you want to keep it classy.
yes, and plus that's just my character. Like my mother always raised me to be just a lovely, classy woman. Like
Okay.
walk out the door and go to the store wearing something comfortable. It's more
Mm,
like no, or ladies or whatever. So for me, I just kind of kept that. But
okay.
a lot of people don't know. They're like, "Oh, model, okay, let's hire her." And I'm like, "What?
Mhm.
G-string? Wait a minute." So that it took me out of my comfort zone.
So let me just understand me. So, because when you say model, right?
Hmm.
Uh, there's, like, a lot of people don't realize there's like different levels to being a model, right?
Right.
Because you got runway model, you got magazine models, you got models that just do campaign, like just I mean, so there's different type of models, right?
Right.
So when you say that, I just kind of want a little clarity, like you say, you done fashion week, so
Right.
that's different type than like you say, you might get a call and you go to some of these places and they say, "Hey, I got this modeling gig," when you roll up and they're like, "Hey, this ain't what I was expecting."
Right.
So so like how you differentiate, from that, because like you were saying something, I'm thinking like, hold on, that's not the same. That's not what I was
Right.
thinking when you talk about the so
Exactly.
kind of explain that to me, or for my people that's listening, kind of explain that.
Yeah. So let me clarify it. So for me, I never consider myself a fashion model because of the
Okay.
fashion model. You have to be the 5'6" and taller. You have
Hmm.
to have a size 0 to 3 or 5 or 7, something like that. Uh,
Hmm.
so those are the ones that are walking down the walkway on the stage.
Okay.
I always consider myself a print model because I'm still a model. It's just I'm not the actual fashion model that's doing the extra things or whatever. So a print model, you just take photos or whatever, and even be a brand ambassador for whatever company that wants to.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I'm more used to.
Okay.
But because sometimes, guys or whoever wants you in their videos, so they're like, oh, she's pretty, she's cute, she's a model, let me hire her. But I don't really know what I'm doing until I get there. And apparently I'm like a video vixen at the same time, so so it's all over the place. But to clarify for them, yes, there are different types of models. You have the video vixens that you could pose as a model, and you have ones that's walking on the stage.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm glad you clarified that, because like I was kind of like, but see, you kind of explained it where it's like, oh, it's a print model, it's like totally different. Like, hey, I'm just taking some pictures. Like
Right.
like like a lot of people that's on social media now
Right.
who would have never been able to be a chance to be a model, like in
Right.
the old way, like because of the standards. It's like,
Right.
oh, somebody's like, oh, she thick or she slim goody, whatever they like, whatever their preference is, they can
Right.
get that.
Exactly. And that's how I started off as well, because I always want to be a model. I wasn't a typical,
Mhm.
every Haitian parent, oh, you got to be a nurse, you got to be a lawyer, da da da. And I'm like, no, I want to be a model. But I didn't have, the requirements to be a model. So a lot of doors definitely closed in my face over and over again. I still remember the last time I cried in the car because I couldn't take it no more. They wouldn't take me. So I said, whatever, I'm just gonna take my cute pictures and move on with my life, do whatever. And then a company up in New York called 15 Dynasty, they found me and they're like, how would you like to be a model? Da, 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 da. I'm like, don't waste my time. All y'all scams,
Right, stop playing.
because you don't really know, So I said,
Right.
let me kind of peep it out and see what they truly about. But yeah, they're actually looking for print models, nowadays type of models that are
Mhm.
curvy and whatever. So the thing is, thick women, well, I can't speak for all of them. It's like
Mhm.
the big girls want to be small, the small girls want to be thick. It's like we always want to have the opposite, but you got to
Right.
embrace it. I embrace all my thickness. I don't want to be a skinny girl. I'm good with my curves, and I'm all right with that. You know, you just gotta accept it. That's who you are, and that's what I'm going for. You take me or leave me.
You know what? And being that you said that, um, that you feel so passionate about that.
Hmm.
I heard it was a dream of yours that you really want to open up your own modeling agency. Is that true?
That is very much true.
Okay.
And that came from the doors that were slammed in my face.
Okay. So, I
Because
mean, so like how close are you to that? Is it are you working towards it? Like what's that about? Like, like I mean kind of, you know,
mm,
like because it might be some thick sisters out there that's feeling your pain and they like, man, come on, where that? Where can I sign up? You know what I'm saying? There's somebody out there like, like
yeah.
looking for that information. So I mean, is it something that's gonna be soon or what's that look like?
Well, it is still in the works. My management team and I is definitely going to be currently working on that. I don't have
Okay.
a time frame of when I actually want to open it, but when I
Mhm.
do have that time frame, of course, everyone will definitely be able to know. I'll even put it on my books. I'll put it on social media. I'll put it in any platform because the more people I have that's out there that wants to do it, because a lot of them have nowhere to turn. They're like me crying in the car.
Right.
So I want to definitely put it out there. But
When you ready, you let me know, and we'll bring you
uh,
back, and we're gonna put it out there, and we're gonna
yeah,
let them know.
yeah,
And not only that, when that music get ready, you let me know because I'm interested in that. Come on, we talk about this modeling and stuff, and I heard you got a. I haven't heard anything myself, but I've heard that you're a songstress. What's up with that? Tell me about your chops.
So to go a little bit more in depth, I write a lot, and even in
Mhm.
school, I used to be told, "You're such a deep writer. Maybe you should be a writer. Maybe you should be a journalist." But I think for me, I think writing wasn't enough, so I wanted to be able to voice it because I always felt like I didn't have a voice.
Mhm.
Um, be a shy girl. I used to not want to talk to people, scared to talk to people, and but I outgrew that. I found my voice, which is going to be a part of my story. But I think for me is when I write now, I want to find a way to express it out there because I used to just write and just leave it in my book, kind of like a journal. But I'm like I'm writing for me, but now I need you to know what I'm writing. I need you to be able to feel it. So now I'm just basically voicing it out, being in a recording studio, and expressing my thoughts, my feelings, and for people to be able to kind of feel where I'm coming from. So,
Now, now you know that Betty, Betty Wright, that tonight, she was just writing stuff for her journal too. And
uh
then
huh,
then somebody was like, "Hey, you ought to make that a song,
right,
right?"
yes,
So is that what you doing now? Like,
yes,
you putting your life out there.
I am. I'm taking a chance and putting it out there. I don't. If it doesn't impact anyone, that's fine. But I know it's going to impact at least one person out there, and that's enough for me.
All right. So is you like work like is you working with anybody that we know, or you got a nice little team of people that you kind of been dealing with, like, and where you where you working? I don't know where you located, what city you're in or anything like that.
Yeah. So I'm in West Palm Beach, Florida,
Okay.
and I do have a recording studio that's down here that I'm currently working with. A part of my team member, the producer, he's out in Texas. So a lot of times, I don't get to, fly out there all the time, but he's working on some beats for me, kind of developing me, and kind of know where what my flow of things are. Because to be honest with you, sometimes I feel like singing my heart out, and there's times where I feel like rapping it. So everybody's like, "Well, you rap too. You look like you rap." I'm like, when I'm in my anger mode or whatever it is, you're
What you look like you raps look like what did that look like? I don't know.
I'm
You look
saying,
like you roll like what you be rolling up on people kind of hard or something. They be like you look like you rap. You be like yeah, like I don't know what that means.
I swear I don't. So I don't even know where they come from with that. I think it's because they know when I'm in that mood, and I'm channeled into that part
Mhm.
where I feel like expressing it in a different way, and they like, yep, that's you, you know.
Okay, okay. Let me ask you this. So
Hmm.
somebody was to put you on the spot and with your talent as an artist, would you give them some vocals or would you rap a verse?
Depend on the mood I'm in. Everything depends on the mood I'm in.
Okay, well, what mood you in? I mean, we on the spot. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you ain't gotta do that.
Oh,
You ain't gotta do that. I'm just messing. But if you want to, now I don't know whatever mood you in. Like if you want to show the people something, I mean, it's your chance. I'm just saying.
we gonna see. We gonna see. We'll see
Okay.
what
I
couple
mean,
of
if you just break out, like if I be talking, and you start breaking out something, I'm gonna be quiet. I'll be like, oh, you can have it. Like,
we'll
no,
see.
but I'm just.
Hmm. Okay.
But so you just basically like so right now you just like in the beginning you like in the studio you just working on some stuff and you trying to just kind of get to the point where you finding your sound is that more or less what it is right now?
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got a little bit of time before we get to hear some music, uh but we do got you got the book out there. Is where can they find the book? Or is that something that's still in the novel? Is that something that's still in the making?
It's definitely still in the making, but it's going to be out very soon. So I'm predicting another month or two. Uh,
Okay.
but you'll definitely, I'll post on, all my social media so they could know exactly where to purchase it as well.
Okay.
And I'm currently working on the calendar as well. So they'll also know where to purchase that. And,
Okay.
just print photos of me for every month of the year. So,
I was just about to say you could just throw that out there. I'm just working on the calendar. I was like, well, what kind of calendar? Well, you just
what?
threw that out there. Like, just
What?
working on the calendar.
It's definitely, I'm working on
It's
so much projects that are coming out, and everybody's just gonna be like, "Wait a minute," how kind of Cardi B just kind of came out of nowhere. It's like, "What? Who's this?"
right.
So
So
it,
so that's your plan to come out of nowhere and everybody be wondering like who the hell
yes,
this is
yes.
and then it's like, yeah, she was on ManDeleon straight with no chaser first.
Hey,
Like
yeah,
I do it. I try to tell you, man. I be
you
but
already.
no, that's cool. I mean, and you know what, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. You
Hmm.
know,
Hmm.
because this is a good year for everybody.
Yes, yes. It
I'm
sure
predicting
is.
that. And if you happen to come on ManDeleon straight with no chaser, it's definitely gonna be a good year for you and him, whoever it is.
I'm telling you.
So that I'm predicting that for whoever come on my show is gonna be the best year yet.
Yes, that's right. Manifest. It's
There
a
it is, man. You
that
got to put that in the air, man.
yes. And I'm big. I'm big when it comes to manifesting the year. The number seven is 2023 is the year of the number seven. So this is the year you got to fully manifest all your dreams. It can't live in your mind no more. Put it out there.
you just gave me that other seven. I can't even tell you what the other sevens I was thinking today,
Really?
but that's crazy. Yeah, I was just thinking something crazy today, like for real, like because my
Mm.
birthday is a 7 month, and then some
Me
other
too.
stuff. And see, okay, click. No, that's what's up. Okay, well, my birthday
Yeah.
on the third.
Wow.
Yep.
Mine's on
So
the fifth, which is
but
5-2 again.
hey, but like I say,
Uh-huh.
it's just those type of things. So like I said, I'm glad I could be that vessel, that avenue,
Thank
to kind of put you out there because I also seen that you was spotlighted in the magazine. What was how did that come about?
So I did do an interview with Yolanda. They're actually in Mike Neely from Xs10 Magazine. So they had, written an article. They had actually, asked me some of the questions, same questions you've asked today. And they wrote an article on me, and, they were pleased that, and they were intrigued, and they wanted to make sure that, I was a part of their magazine. So yes, it's the Xs10 Magazine.
Okay. See, that's what I'm saying, man. When you get to moving in the right direction, man, think good things is always to come. So, like I said, I'm glad I could be, a part of this, part of that journey for you.
Of course. Thank you.
So, so is there anything else that you kind of want people to know about you, where they could find you and all of that?
Yes. So you definitely, I've been on Facebook for like 12 years. My Instagram I started a couple of years ago. You'll find my name almost in every social media. So it's always going to be Lovely Scent. And Scent is actually stands for my name, Cynthia. So a lot of people are like, what? Where that came from? 50 Cent? No. Yeah, no. Scent comes from my name, Cynthia. So on Instagram, you'll find me as lovely_scent, which is CENT, not the scent like the smell, but scent for abbreviation for my name.
Right.
So lovely_scent. Same with Twitter, lovely scent. Same with Facebook, lovely scent, and so on. So
Okay.
you'll find me
So
on platforms. Mhm.
okay, so I just want to ask you this because obviously, you done accomplish some things, even though you have so many more things that you want to accomplish. But
Mhm.
at this point, with all the titles that you have, and accomplishments that you done have, what is the one that you're most proud of?
I'm most proud of my modeling because that's what I have done and achieved, and I still have much more to achieve. Uh,
Mhm.
Next step is to be an artist and to achieve that as well. So for me, it's to achieve all the goals, in that way I could actually say I lived a full, good, successful life, because I want to leave my footprints out here in the world and build generational wealth for my children and give them the opportunity to do what they need to do and be who they need to be. You're not stuck in a criteria where you feel like you need to be this because he said that, or I need to be that because that's what I have to do. No, do what you need to do and feel good doing it. As long as you're not harming anyone. I have a thing where people feel like they must be in a certain box. No, I think we're all put here to learn lessons and to treat each other with kindness so we can have more blessings upon us, so we can move on to the next level in life. So I'm just going to continue to achieve my goals wherever need necessary, and move in the right directions without stepping on nobody's necks and toes. I'm going to do what I got to do regardless, but I'm going to do it in the right way. So
That was lovely said, like or like lovely said, however you want to say it, right? Uh, I definitely appreciate you for coming on my show. Um,
for having me.
I can't wait to see what you do. When the book come out and that music come out. I'm just kind of curious to see where you go. You seem like you got a good spirit, good energy about yourself, and I wish you all the success.
Oh, much blessings to you, and peace and blessings and respect for you as well. Mhm.
All
And
right, thank you. And y'all heard it here first, man. Y'all seen it here first. The lovely Miss Lovely Scent.
thank you.
All
Thank
right, all right, man. Y'all got it, man. And it's the one and only ManDeleon, the Al Capone of the microphone. Much love and success. Y'all stay blessed. I'm out of here like a breeze through the trees. And when I'm gone, I'm taking all the leaves.